Hello. My, my name is Derek Wilson. I am a professional new photographer. I am professionally new and I'm a professional photographer. How do I know I'm a professional photographer? Because I'm way better at taking photos than any other person I know who is not also a photographer. Yeah, I'm eating these veggie straws. You don't like it? Tough. You're along for the ride, whether or not you like it or not. You're not my client. You're watching my video. Mmm, delicious. I have a few things I want to share with you guys about the journey of becoming a photographer. Some things that I've learned in my 2 months. And the reason why I think those things are important to share with you is A, so I can look back and realize how ignorant I was during these times when I was so arrogantly declaring myself to be a professional. I know guys have been shooting for longer than I've been alive who do not have the audacity to say that they're professionals. I am an audacious motherfucker, and I am a professional photographer, even though I've only been doing it for 3 months. Why? Because I said so. I think there's a few things that you should do when you're doing photography in the very beginning, especially if you're trying to be a professional. And these are some things that have definitely given me a path upon which I am currently walking. And am I rich yet from doing this? No. I am still working a day job. I haven't even gotten more than 2 clients yet. But I am well on my way. Despite the fact that I'm a slovenly git, a over 350-pound white man. Who wants to listen to that guy? Probably no one. And yet, you're here. So what do I have to say? Well, I do have a few pieces of advice. A top X amount of pieces of information that I think that every single photographer when they're starting out should do. And I will couple it with a couple of things that you should not do. The first thing you should do if you want to be a professional is stop shooting on your phone and get a real camera. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know there's going to be a little bit of hate from this. But the fact of the matter is that your phone sucks. I'm shooting on my phone right now because I'm being really lazy about creating this video. You're gonna hate me for it? I don't care. Look at how bad the graininess is. Look at how poor the ISO is. The sensor in the phone is working so hard to pick up the light here. I look like I was shot on a film grain made out of sand from the beach. You need to upgrade. You need to stop having photos that look like this and start having more photos that look like this. Oh, not bad. And you ain't gonna get that taking photos with your phone. It is impossible. Sorry, I shouldn't say impossible. There are definitely some nice camera phones out there, and there's some lenses you can even get for those camera phones. And the iPhone X 17 Pro, or whatever it's called, is a nice camera for a phone. But its sensor is about the size of a grain of rice. how amazing can you really take? I'm working with a crop sensor right now on a Canon T7. I hope to upgrade soon. It is a bazillion times better than the iPhone 17. And it's way older. So get a real camera. And once you do, start practicing. That's right, motherfuckers. Number 2 is start practicing. And you better practice every single day. You better look for opportunities to practice in every situation you're in. Every moment of my day, I am thinking about opportunities for me to shoot. And I'm bold. I'm very bold. I approach random people. I ask them if I can shoot their picture. Most of the time they say no. I don't care. I go on and I ask the next person. What's the harm? My ego? Only I can tell myself to stop. And I'm not going to. The third thing you should do is figure out your own style. Find someone who does that, who's very famous, and start doing that a lot. Study them, and then do your best to put that set of techniques into practice. I'm a headshot portrait guy. I like shooting people, I like interacting with people. For me, it's rewarding. I have fun. I see the best version of myself. I get to be the teddy bear with a little bit of sonic boom inside of him. It makes me happy. It makes me very happy to do these photo shoots. But I also know that I hate bird photography. I don't like wildlife. I don't like landscapes. I definitely don't like doing real estate. Now, can you make money in these things? Sure, of course. Street photography, you know, I'm sure you could have some sort of art display for that kind of thing. I even had an idea of making a comic book out of photography. Creating a storyboard, shooting it, editing it in such a way that it created an actual literal story. And as time has gone on, and I've really honed my craft, I've realized I just want to shoot people's faces and show them how beautiful they can be. That's what I want. That's what I care about. That's my thing. I know this. So I've been watching Peter Hurley. Peter Hurley is the #1 headshot guy in the world, bar none. I challenge you to find someone who produces more consistent and beautiful work than him. You won't, you can't, because they don't exist. He is the best that ever was. And for that reason, I copy Peter Hurley almost to a T. Does that mean that I'm going to be copying him for the rest of my life? No. I am just practicing the basics of what he uses on a daily basis. I've already started to experiment a little bit with things that may or may not work in the long run, but that's okay. I'm, for the most part, just doing exactly what he's doing so that I can get a better understanding of what works. Kind of switching gears here. We're going to talk about the people you're spending your time with. And the first thing I want to say is stay the fuck off the internet. Don't join a Facebook group. That was the first thing I did when I started shooting photography. I joined a Facebook group and I started posting every goddamn picture that I had. And you know what? Not only was the feedback extremely brutal and sometimes encouraging, but also it was confusing because a lot of those guys on these Facebook groups and forums and things like that, they have very different opinions about what is and what isn't good. Fuck all that. Don't listen to that bullshit. There's a lot of haters out there who are just in their feelings because a noob is doing a bazillion times better than they were when they were starting out. Don't set yourself on fire with those people. Do not listen to them. Don't join those groups. You keep to yourself. If you know what's a good photo, you'll take it and you look at it And you'll know it. You'll know it right off the bat. Take 100 photos. Look through each one of them, and you'll see which ones are better than the others. Your mind will pick it out for you. You'll be like, no, 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 no. Ooh, I like that one. And then you'll know that's a good photo. And maybe someone next to you, when they're looking at those same photos, they'll say the same thing. Or there'll be a similarly really quality photo in there. They'll know too. And once you're done editing it, hang on, we'll get to the editing. Once you're done editing it, it's going to look even better. The next thing. Photography comes in two parts. Shooting and editing. Even back in the day, and I used to take, back in college, I had a black and white photography class. You shoot the photos, and then you go inside the dark room, and you edit them. Editing is done with the burners, and the shaders, and the stops. You can even add like different layers of different photos on top of each other to create effects. I did all that stuff too. It's no different. It's no different from digital to film. It's the same stuff. I just happen to think that digital is much more commercial. If you think that you can do better on film, don't let me stand in your way. Go do it. Just do it, okay? Don't sit there and think about it. Fucking go do it. Because I'm the kind of person where I used to just sit there and think about things instead of doing them. No. Never again. This is going to be the rest of my life. I don't think about shit. I do it. Point of contention. I actually spend a lot of time thinking about things. But only because there are moments in my life where I cannot physically or practically go do it. So, instead of going and doing it, I have to think about them instead. But the moment the opportunity strikes to go do it, you fucking go do it. Another thing you need to figure out is a gallery. You need to get an online gallery. I have one. I use Pixieset. You can use Snapcut or whatever the hell people are using these days. I don't know much about that one because I'm not used to it yet. I use Pixieset. Pixieset has an all-in-one gallery to proof purchasing setup. You can give people a business card, which I have, with a QR code. They can look at their stuff and then they can order things from there. It's really straightforward. And the last thing you need to worry about is your business cards. You'll be taking pictures of people out in the street, and inevitably they'll be like, do you have a business card? This happened to me a bazillion times. And let me tell you, every time it's happened, I've kicked myself in the nuts for not having one. Now I have over 2,000 business cards sitting up there on my mantle right now. I have a big stack of them inside of my bag. I have a bunch of them in my wallet. I make sure I always go somewhere with my business cards. That way, if the opportunity arises, I can make that client connection. There's no way I'm missing out on it. Again, I'm a noob. I've only been doing this for 3 months. I'm already way ahead of the curve. And I'm not challenging anybody right now, except myself and you, to go do the same thing. And if you don't do the same thing, I hope you do better. Don't do worse than me. Do better than me. Okay? I have one last thing, but I haven't tried it yet. And once I do, I will share it with you. But I'm going to keep that under wraps for now, and hopefully it'll go well. Until the next time, keep shooting, motherfuckers.